Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How is your morning?
Sleepy, very sleepy.
Are you wake up lately?
Yes.
Right. So today we are going to read a text about someone's unforgettable story. So you will read it aloud, and you will understand it better, and that's how much you remember. And the learning objective of this study is at the end you will be able to understand the language features of recount text and also the genre structures of recount text. So before we do that, I will tell you about the agenda overview. So the first one is reading aloud a short text and then discussing its structure and the meaning. And after that, we will do games and comprehension activity. So I want you to review a previous lesson. I hope you still remember. It's the verb 1 and you will tell the verb 2, right? So the first one is come. What is the verb 2 of come? Came. And right?
Road.
Take. Took. See.
Saw.
Meet.
Met.
Run.
Ran.
Begin.
Began.
Choose.
Chose.
How do you spell it?
Chose.
C-H-O-C-S. C-H-O-S-E. Okay. And then the last, speak. Spoke. Alright, great. You still remember. And then we will do interactive game to warm up and have fun. The game is 2 truths and 1 lie. One lie. You will write your past moments, your past experience, but you tell the 2 truths and 1 lie. So for example, I once got lost on the way to school. I fell asleep during a test. I met Bruno Mars at UNY. So at these sentences, you look which one is the lie. Which one is lie?
Number 3.
Number 3. Yeah, number 3 is mean I lied. It doesn't true. I met Bruno Mars at UNY, right? So the 2 of the sentences here is the truth. Okay. I need you to write in your paper.
Tanya apa?
Do you understand the instruction?
Yes.
2 sentences are the truths and 1 is the lie. After that, I need you to share with your friends next to you, and your friends will guess which one is the lie. Let's discuss it.
I am ready to water.
I have a purpose.
That's true. Third one.
I don't have preference. Still?
Okay.
Alright. Try to use past tense.
I am ready. I am ready. In the water. That is lie. Yes. I ate bread this morning. I had
Anyone who wants to perform? What is the English of tempe? Tempe, English? This is tempe.
So tempe.
Tempe.
One second English version of sports. What's called?
Just
Throat.
oh.
Itu sama gimana?
Boarding house gitu.
Boarding house, iya, tidak tahu ya.
Boarding house.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Would anyone like to share the 3 sentences that you to go is when?
I want to present.
Alright.
The first sentence is, I ate tempeh this morning. Number 2, I ran in the water. Number 3, I went school use motorcycle.
Alright, thank you, Nat.
Alright.
And your friends will guess which one is lying. The second?
Second one.
I really ran in the water.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, now you have said it. And we will do the next activity. Now look at this picture.
She's sad.
Yes, what do you think of this picture? Sad.
Sad.
And then look at this. What is this?
School.
Alright. And what do you think about this school? Maybe she feels nervous or sad, anxious, yes. Or maybe this is the first day of her school, and this is the story. I want you to read it one by one. Laila, please read the first paragraph. Please.
Alright. My first day at senior high school, orientation. It was Monday morning and I was very nervous because it was my first day at senior high school. I woke up early and get ready quickly.
Alright. And the next, now please read this.
When I arrived at school, everything looked new and big. I didn't know anyone there and I felt a little lost. During the flag ceremony, I accidentally stood in the wrong line, which made me feel very embarrassed.
Alright. And the next, Linda, please.
After the ceremony, I met a friendly girl who helped me find my classroom. We talked and got to know each other. Luckily, we were in the same class and we sat together.
And the last one, Asia.
At first, the day was scary and confusing, but it ended well. I met a new friend and started to feel more confident. It was a great beginning to my high school life.
Alright. So from this story, can you guess what is story about?
She didn't feel nervous because it's her first day at senior high school.
Yeah, that's right. So this is the first day of her. This is the first day at senior high school. So she feels nervous. And about this story, do you found difficult words?
And
embarrassed. Alright, so I will tell you how to guess the meaning of unfamiliar words. So the embarrassed means is the first one. You need to read the context. You need to know the context first. So you need to read the first from this. I didn't know anyone there. It tells that she didn't know anyone there. So it's a strange place. And the second, she felt a little lost. And then this one. I accidentally stood in the wrong line. So from the three phrases, you could conclude that this is the negative, right? She doesn't know anyone there. She felt a little lost, and then she stood in the wrong line. So you can imagine, you can positioning yourself. How, if you in that position, what you feel in the position? Okay, so this which made me feel very embarrassed. You can imagine how is the feels, right? So you can guess the means. It is something like feel comfortable and ashamed. Is right? Yes. In that position, you will feel uncomfortable, right?
Yes.
That's called using context clues to understand difficult words. So you can use this strategy to, if you read, you can use this strategy. You can read by the context and you can find the meaning of the words. Right now, we will discuss about recontext. So the story is a type of recontext. Recontext is a text that retells past events or experiences. And what is the main purpose or social function of this text? It is to inform or entertain the reader by sharing real life stories. So these stories such as personal stories or people's experiences or maybe historical events. So what do you think, why recontext is important? Do you know? Is because in everyday life, right? We often share our stories, our experiences with people, and we tell what happened to others. And now we will discuss the structures of recontext. So recontext have three structures. The first one is orientation, events, and reorientation. So you look at this story. The first paragraph is orientation. So in this orientation, it tells the place where the story happened and the time and also the person, the people involved in the experience. And the next is events. These two paragraphs is events from when I arrived at school until set together. And event is the main part of recontext. This is where you describe the series of events, the sequence of the events or the order, what happened in the event. And the last one is reorientation. The last paragraph is the reorientation. So this is the closing part, the last part of the context. It can be a conclusion, or your personal opinion, or maybe your feelings about the event. And the next, we will discuss the language features. Here is the past tense verbs. Do you know why recontext needs to written in past tense?
Menceritakan kejadian yang sudah terjadi.
Yes. The events already happened, so we use past tense verbs. For example, went, saw, was, were. So this is related with our previous lesson. And the next is action verbs like visited, played, traveled to make the story more interesting. And then time adverbs. This is the crucial to make your recontext and to make your recontext in the order. And then the example is yesterday, last week, 2 days ago. And then chronological connectors like then, after that, finally, before. To help the reader follow the order of events clearly, you can look at these events. It used after, during. This is the chronological connectors. And now we will do collaborative reading comprehension activity. I provide jumbled paragraphs. You have to rearrange them into the correct order based on the generic structure of recontext. So the title is Lost in Tokyo. This is the jumbled paragraph. Okay. And after you rearrange them, you need to analyze the language features. The language features. I will send the materials on our WhatsApp group. I will give you around 15 minutes to discuss it with your friend. Are you feel difficult? Any difficulties?
It's okay now.
You can ask me if any difficulties.
Thank you.
have done your work, so we will discuss it together. So I will let you read it aloud by the correct order. I will start first, right?
Okay.
The first one, what is the first paragraph?
Last year, number 3.
Yes.
Number 3.
I will read it aloud. Last year, I traveled to Japan for the first time as part of a student exchange program. I was excited to explore Tokyo, a city I had only seen in movies and online videos. However, one unexpected incident taught me more than any tour or lesson ever could. And the next paragraph, Keisha, please.
Next paragraph.
Which number?
Number 4, I think.
Yes, please read it all.
It happened on my third day there. I had decided to explore the city on my own while my host family was at work. I took the subway to Shibuya and spent the afternoon visiting shops and trying local snacks. Everything was going smoothly until I realized I had forgotten the name of the station where my host family lived.
The third paragraph, read that, please.
I think number 2.
Alright.
Panic began to set in. My phone battery was almost dead, and I couldn't remember the exact address. I tried asking for help, but not everyone spoke English, and my Japanese was very limited. After an hour of wandering around and trying to retrace my steps, I finally approached a police officer at the nearby station.
And then, now
Number 1, ma'am.
okay, let's read it.
Thankfully, I had a photo of my host family's house number on my phone. The officer was extremely kind and helped me locate the correct station and even walked me to the exit. I was so relieved and grateful that I almost cried.
And the last one, Myra.
It's number 5 that day taught me the importance of preparations and staying calm in stressful situations. Since then, I have made it a habit to carry written classes and learn basic phrases in the local language whenever I travel.
Okay, thank you. So we will discuss the structures. I will let you look at this. Which one is the orientation?
Let's see.
Last year, I traveled to Japan.
Yes, it tells the time and what else?
The background,
The background, yes, about the person who have the experience and the place, right? And then the events.
It happened
It happened
until right or station maybe?
yes, the three paragraphs here are the events.
Yeah.
So you can identify the events by look at this. The language features we learn. The chronological connectors. Then after that, finally before the events typically write with chronological connectors. And then the last is the reorientation. It is about the writer reflection and how he or she feels about her experience. And then we will discuss the language features. What is language features? The first, past tense verbs, which you find in the story. What the past tense you find?
A lot.
Lot. Could you mention it? Travel,
Happened.
happen,
Realize.
forgot, approach,
Approach. Help.
yes, great. And then
What?
the time connected. The time connectives.
After an hour.
Yes, after an hour.
Since then.
Yes. Finally, it tells the time transitions. And do you found some difficult words?
Yes, ma'am.
What is
Extremely kind. Is that, ma'am?
which paragraph?
Thankfully, I have one of my hostess. The officer was extremely kind.
Extremely kind. So it from extreme, right? You know the meaning extreme? Maybe you can translate with very. Yes. Very. Yes. And you know kind.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good. So it's means very good. And then what is next?
Retracement.
Retrace.
How to pronounce this word, ma'am? Retrace. Retrace.
So you need to write the context first. The phrase before. What happened to the writer? The writer he lost. And the writer's phone is almost dead. The battery is low. And
Terus dia ke stasiun.
No, we can remember the address of the
you can
hotel
remember the address.
or family house.
And you try to asking for help.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Everyone spoke English.
The problem is about the language. She's fluent in English, but not everyone spoke English. And his Japanese was very limited. So this is the problem of her. And then what she did, she wandering around. It means you can imagine if you in that position, you will panic or confused and wandering around. In this position, you will walk around without clear destination, right? And it's trying to retrace my steps. My steps, do you know what steps? Langkah. Like path. And retrace. Is mengulang. So it means he or she maybe go back to her steps to find the address. So you got the meaning, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And now we have done the lesson, and I will check your understanding. So what you learned today about context and what we discussed before about the structure, language features, and purpose. Yes. The structure. What are the structures?
Orientation, event, and
reorientation. Good. And then, what is the language features?
Past
tense,
using action verbs, adverbs, type and verbs,
Alright, you have done a great job today. You were able to understand the meaning, sequences, and part of recount text. So this learning will help you to write your own story more clearly and effectively. So anyone have any question? Good. So next time we will read a narrative text and we will compare it with recount text. And I will send you a link. You can study at home more about recount text, and also you can prepare the narrative text for tomorrow. And then I want you to try to ask people around you, maybe your parents or your friends, about their experience. You can share with them or you can listen to them and try to find the three parts of the structure of recount text. Right. If there is no question, I think that's all. And thank you for today. I hope you learn better at home and study the narrative text for tomorrow. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.